What is going on, everybody? UFC 322 is here. It's that time of year, probably the best card. We've been on a roll. I'm over 62% right now win rate. So go ahead and hop on the bandwagon. We're going to keep that number jumping. Got a whole bunch of underdogs win the last few weeks. So all good stuff over here at the MMA Moneyline channel. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it. First fight of the night, Mateus Camilo, very athletic Brazilian, going against uh, Slaviklav Borsevic. He's a very tough fighter, likes to fight in the void. I think he's going to get it done early. He's a plus 135 underdog, so I'll jump on that immediately. So we're going to go Slaviklav in the first fight. All right, moving on to the next one. Bansingor versus Eric Masankino. Masankino is 1-1 in the UFC. He looked really shitty in his first fight, pretty good in his next one. Gore is getting his dick sucked by Dana White, so they're kind of trying to give him a layup here. I think they're seeing this as a favorable fight. You know the story about him. Kicked ass on the Dana White Contender Series, went on to have a fight 4 days later. I didn't pick him in the Dana White Contender Series, and I also thought there were some holes in the fight, his debut fight in the UFC. So with all that said, he's a huge favorite, minus 800. I'm going with him, Bansingor, for the pick here. But if you like Eric, go ahead and jump on that one. All right, moving on to the next future star of the UFC, I believe, Malcolm Wellmaker, minus 145 versus Cody Hayden. Cody Hayden's a tough Australian. He's 1-0 in the UFC. Wellmaker, undefeated, KO power. Likes to have a set up, feint, set up with counter punches and get the knockout that way. So I like Wellmaker a lot here. I think it's going to be another showcase fight for him. All right, moving on to the ladies. Erin Blanchfield, one of my favorite fighters. 26, she's dominant. She's only had one hiccup in her career going against Tracy Cortez, who I feel has had pretty low-level competition. She needs to keep it standing here, in my opinion, for her to have any advantage, which I don't think is even that big of an advantage. So I think Blanchfield gets it done here. I think she takes it down and she just dominates her. I'm going to go Erin Blanchfield for that one. All right, Roman Kopylov versus Robocop, Gregory Rodriguez. It should be a really fun fight, clashing of styles. Roman Kopylov has that on the toes, bouncy, Eastern European kickboxing style. Rodriguez, Muay Thai, straight coming for you. Trying to take your head off. Take a couple, will give a couple. I went back and forth on this one. Initially, I had Kopylov. I like him at plus 135. But I think I'm going to have to go Rodriguez here. I think Rodriguez is going to put the pressure on him just a little bit more. So moving on to the next fight, Bo Nickel versus Adolfo Vieira. Two well-established grapplers. Bo Nickel in a wrestling background, Vieira in a BJJ background. So you know what that means. They're probably going to stand. And I think Bo Nickel stand up a little bit better than Rodolfo Vieira's here. So I think it's going to be kind of like the Paul Craig fight, kind of boring, not a lot of stuff going on the ground, but Bo Nickel's going to use his athleticism and keep the fight standing, get it done there. All right, moving on to the next one. Should be a title eliminator. Sean Brady versus Michael Morales. Michael Morales, one of my favorite fighters. I like him ever since I've seen him on Dana White Contender Series. He's plus 125 here. He's got the size, he has a judo background, unorthodox striking. Brady, not known for his striking, got pieced up by Bilal Muhammad, which isn't saying much, and I think Morales can actually do a little bit more there and maybe get a TKO, standing TKO here. Brady's going to be shooting for that takedown. I think Morales is going to be seeing it coming, and he's going to be able to throw a knee up the middle, uppercut, or just defensive grappling to keep it standing. So my pick here is Morales, the underdog. All right, Beneil Dariush, another one of my favorites. This card is just full of some of my favorite fighters versus Benoit Saint Denis. Saint Denis is third fight this year, grappler heavy, but he's been KO'd. Can Dariush pull something out of the basket here, or the hat, and get a KO real quick on him? I think so. Or it could just be a grapple heavy, fun fight. Two older guys going at it, you know. Again, really tough fight. I want to pick Beneil, really do, but I just think Saint Denis is such an animal, man. There's something that just clicks when he's in that cage, and he's going to win unless he put his lights up. So I'm going to go Saint Denis on that one. All right, here we go. Mr. Headshot himself, Edwards, 0-2 in his last fight versus Carlos Pratas. Pratas, again, one of my favorite fighters. This card is this stack of exciting, young, older, just gritty, go in there fighters, entertainers. So, that crazy motherfucker, he's going to try to stand the void. He's probably smoking a cigarette on the way, tossing it to the side and doing his thing. Edwards looked a little hesitant in his last fight. He has defensive wrestling. Didn't look like he offensive wrestling. Doesn't really have great defensive wrestling, but I don't think that should be a factor here. It's going to be an aggressive Muay Thai style versus a defensive kickboxing style, and I think Carlos Pratas being the favorite here does make a lot of sense. He's a little bit longer than him. He likes to find that void. Edwards really doesn't, so I'm going to go Carlos Pratas. All right, we made it. Co-main event, Valentina Shevchenko, the most eligible lady in the world, in my opinion. This is Wang Zhali, however you say it backwards for it, Wei Zhang, Zhang, however you want to say it. Pretty much, it's her first fight at 125. She's stocky, she's big. I don't think the strength is going to be a problem with her, but I think the distance and the speed are going to be a little bit of a problem with her. Because Valentina Shevchenko, with moving up in size, she doesn't really lack or drop off in any speed compared to the 115ers. So I just like her kickboxing is a little bit sharper. Her defensive grappling is really good, and I think everything that makes Zhang explosive at 115 isn't really going to translate to 125. So my pick here is Shevchenko. All right, we made it. The main event. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be a great fight, man. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it right now. Islam Makhachev moving up in the title fight right away against JDM. JDM is my favorite fighter in the UFC. He has been for a while now. He's plus 210. I'm picking him. I think his scrambles, I think his switch stance, his durability, I think it's just going to be too much for Makhachev. Makhachev struggled with some of those same factors against Volkov, and I think, Alexander Volkanovski. And I think JDM is just a bigger Alexander Volkanovski. Can switch stances in his own right. Very good offensive grappler, scrambler, kind of comfortable everywhere, but really wants to keep it standing. Islam, I like him. He's a southpaw, top subs, but I think this fight's is a big jump up for him. Creatine or not, I don't think it's going to play a factor. And I think once the later rounds go by, he's going to realize there's some this guy's a different animal. So my pick here is JDM. All right, guys, that's it. Try to make it quick. It's a big card. We got a couple bonus fights for you. I might as well just pick for you. So we got Fatima Klein winning, Chepe, Marcel, and Kyle Dawkins also winning. So those are my picks. I'm going to run through them real quick again. We got JDM, Jack Della Maddalena, Valentina Shevchenko, Carlos Pratas, Benoit Saint Denis, Michael Morales, Bo Nickel, Gregory Rodriguez, Aaron Blanchfield, Malcolm Wellmaker, Dan Singor, and Slavikov. Those are my picks. We're hoping to go undefeated, have a big payday, watch some good fights. God bless everybody. Peace.